And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers ahead, up 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. And it's Ross in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Irving. Johnson, a wide open look. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open. Big step forward in the play of Terrence Ross last year, and you can see why fans are excited about his growth. He has the physical tools and skill set to become an elite wing player.
And here's James outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 15-point piece for LeBron. And the Raptors call time here. And with Ross, he said that he models himself a bit after Paul George and how he wants to continue to grow as a player.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah,
PG already being,
that's
a great compliment, already being looked to some of the younger players in the league. And you're right, Kevin, not a bad guy to model your game after because PG is an excellent two-way player.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. We'll see how he does. Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Hayes the pass to Lowry. His 3-pointers off the mark.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of a hole because he is not helping their offense.
Raptors trailed by 11. Here's Hayes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first free throw of the game. He's off on the first. A different look now for Cleveland. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Love. And Mike Miller subbed in for Waiters.
Toronto, Canada, the home for the NBA All-Star Game next season. And we know how global the NBA is. A lot of excitement and anticipation here in the T-Dot for a celebration of basketball.
The shot's good from Hayes. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Irving attacking. The 3 from LeBron. Toronto, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
A career best performance from Kyle Lowry last season, posting best in scoring and assists. A lot of people felt like he was the player most egregiously overlooked when it came to the All-Star game.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Hayes. Patterson comes in for Johnson. And it's Vasquez in for Terrence Ross. Count the bucket.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And Lowry, arguably the Raptors' best player last season. Despite that, Steve, he was the subject of repeated trade rumors.
Well, it was such a curious situation for Toronto. On one hand, they were trying to rebuild at the beginning of the season, maybe get a top draft pick, and then all of a sudden they started playing well. In the end, no trade. Lowry becomes their best player, and then he leads them to a top 3 seed in the playoffs. So it's kind of a strange season.
It's Jones on the wing. And Harris wide open. He shoots.
Harris.
Good on the three-point shot.
For 3.
Harris has got his first 3 points of the game. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Raptors. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
Rivas Vasquez throughout his career has been more of a passer than a scorer, but last season the highest scoring rate of his career, and he's improved his three-point shot every season up to almost 38% last year.
And Vasquez growing as a shooter. He'd always been more than solid at the free throw line.
Yeah, and even there, a career high 88% last season, partner. You throw in his floater in the lane, a nice in-between game. You've got to like the way he's developing offensively.
And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Hansbrough. Cleveland also making some changes.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
The offensive rebound. James kicks to Miller. Feeds it to Love. Here's Varejao. The rebound by Patterson.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense. Raptors trail by 7. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Irving and Waiters, the guards. And it's Marion in at the 3, the small forward.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Puts up the baby hook. And that one's good. And that's 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Blocked. They get it back. And the pass to Marion. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. And Dion Waiters, the bucket on the assist by Varejao.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Back to Waiters. Marion outside. Clock at 6. The kick out to Irving. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Some changes for Toronto. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Williams. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
And that one's good. And that's 20 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Irving kicks to Varejao. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
LeBron's checked in for Sean Marion.
Those were critical foul shots because we're at the point now where they can't be missing any of those.
A shot by Varejao, wide open. Varejao missing again. There's the dish to Lowry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration. Good game for Lowry. He has 8 points and 7 assists.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Outside DeRozan. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
A shot by LeBron, no good. Ross kicks the line. To tie it up. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. And it's Lowry again missing.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on, he's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Here's Valanciunas. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Irving kicks to Waiters. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Here's Johnson. Yes!
Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Irving attacking. It's good.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
That's good.
They have finally fought all the way back to even the score. We're back to square one, whole new ball game.
And with a comeback like that, they've definitely got the upper hand going forward.
And Varejao kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Johnson. Inside. Tipped. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does.
Unselfish basketball from the interior. I love that, and then you got to think the coaching staff does too.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They trailed by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
With this much time left on the clock, I try to shoot from as close to the basket as possible because that way you have enough time for a quick putback if you miss.
From deep, James. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. Ends with a big win by Toronto in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now...